And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They go play action with Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Byron Young
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, The thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Eagle defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Stafford to his #1 guy count for a Los Angeles first.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, there's...
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Aaron Siposs on the punt as he'll get this one away now.
Taken in at the 11.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stafford on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunan.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action, Stafford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw.
And this one complete to Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and
Man face bullying, medium dark skin tone.
this could cost them.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, LA!
Cooper Kupp
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
and the Rams have got it back to within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. The play fake. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
They find some open field here. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now the 3rd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stafford's throw taken in by Edwards.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A nice carry by Akers, and what a journey it was for him last season. Coming off of injury, away from the team for a while, he did come back later in the season and led them with almost 800 yards. Still scratching the surface of what he can do. He can be a dynamic presence on the field.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the stop was Aaron Donald. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Hey, 73.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Fights him off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Here's Swift.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he'll take this down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
try and run forward with Penny. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Penny. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Stafford.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Flushed out right. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some.
One last throw here for Stafford.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off